David said so. Good morning and welcome to the August 24th, 2022 session this morning. And we are honored today to have, what did I do with it? There it is. Pastor David Tennant from the Owensville United Methodist Church to lead us in prayer this morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning. If you would join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for your wildlife, as mentioned about, I think, woodchucks, groundhogs, whistle pigs, whatever you want to call them. We thank you for this beautiful morning. Father, at the same time, we thank you for this room, for these people called, all of us, called to do your business. And Father, we pray that this day you would equip us to do just that. And again, you have provided so much for us that we are probably not even aware of. And yet I'm reminded, 2 Chronicles 7:14, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will heal their sin and will heal their land. So Father, in the midst of how you have equipped us to do your work, Father, help us this day that at the close of this day, where we are in our worlds, we can at least say that we've tried to do your work and will have made this place, this county, our jobs, and our homes better for you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Corcoran, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on the agenda is the approval of the regular session minutes of August 17th, 2022. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I will second.
Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Public participation, I don't see anyone. Greg, you want to say something? Okay. Item D is consent agenda. Board, we've had this in time to review. Do I have any corrections or deletions?
None.
None here.
Could I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Next is the non-consent agenda. And item number 7 is the recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners adopt resolution number 119-22, resolving to approve payment to vendors in the total amount of $1,603,350.14 as set forth in the BCC approval invoice report for checks dated August 24th, 2022. BCC directed prepaid invoices reports and or the procurement card transaction report as presented by the county auditor on August 22nd, 2022, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants for same pursuant to section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Craig Reisner? Good morning.
Craig Reisner, County Engineer's Office. Item number 8 is a recommendation of Jeremy Evans, with the concurrence of Thomas Eigel, County Administrator, to adopt resolution number 120-22 to convert the combined performance maintenance bond in the amounts listed below for the construction of streets in the stated lengths of the following subdivision in Miami Township. This is Mills of Miami Subdivision, Section 2, and the performance bond was $42,000. They're asking it to be converted to a maintenance bond of $10,000.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 8. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Lyle,
Good morning.
good
Morning.
morning.
Item 9 is a recommendation to authorize Bonnie J. Batchelor, President of the Board of County Commissioners, To execute change order number 1 to the contract with Smith Corp. Incorporated out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This was previously ratified by the board on March 17th, 2021 for project number 6402-60160 relative to the Bethel Area Sewer Replacement Phase 2 project located in the village of Bethel. And this represents a decrease in the amount of $31,973.45 for a total adjusted contract price to date of $235,387.55, as well as a non-compensable extension of time of 58 calendar days for the completion of the project, and a revised contract completion date of September 15th, 2021 for additions, deletions, and/or modifications thereto as defined therein.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 9. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran, Commissioner Batchelor,
Yes. Item number 10.
Item number 10 is a recommendation to authorize Bonnie J. Batchelor, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute change order number 1 to the contract with Moody's of Dayton Incorporated out of Miamisburg, Ohio. This was previously ratified by the board on November 3rd, 2021 for project number 6401-60189 relative to the PUB Water Treatment Plant Well Rehabilitation Project located in Pierce Township, and represents a decrease in the amount of $10 for a total adjusted contract price to date of $571,990, as well as a non-compensable time extension of 91 calendar days for a revised contract completion date of June 17th, 2022.
Heard the reading of item number 10. Do I have a motion to approve?
make the motion.
And second. So moved.
Any discussion?
Yeah, Lyle, on this PUB well, the refurbishment of this well, just real quick, what they have to do?
Well, they clean the wells, they apply an acid, and they purge the wells to
Mhm.
clean all the iron and manganese deposits that are in the wells. They'll also rebuild some of the pumps as part of these projects. Drop to about 75% efficiency. We schedule them for
They're actually pulling the down tube and pulling the pump up and then redeveloping the well. Is that what they're doing?
absolutely.
And how many? Is this one well? Is it more than one?
There's usually several. I think
Yeah,
this was 4 wells associated with this project, and we've got 20 wells down there, so we try to
Right.
do a few each year.
So what are you going to do with that extra $10?
We'll invest it wisely. Probably some water main replacement.
Thank you. Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Corcoran, Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor,
Yes. Item number 11.
Item number 11 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of sewer easement with rights of reentry for repair and replacement that will be granted and conveyed to Clermont County for utility purposes of constructing, operating, maintaining, repairing, replacing, removing, or reinstalling sewer utility lines, pumping equipment, manholes, and all incidental fixtures required for the transportation of sewage in, on, under, and across the property of the grantors. This is for project number 6402-60202 relative to the Branch Hill Sewer Extension Project located in Miami Township, with the payment to be remitted to the grantors by Miami Township, and the amount is outlined below and is indicated on the settlement sheet as compensation for the permanent easement and right-of-way and repairs relative thereto, in conjunction with a memorandum of understanding with the Miami Township Board of Trustees dated June 16th, 2021. The grantors on this project are John C. and Carol D. Renchler. And this is one of 4 easements that are required for this. So this is a project, as the motion stated, we've got a memorandum of understanding with the township. They're financing the project. We're kind of managing the engineering, the design, and then we'll manage the construction of it.
Board, you've heard the reading of number 11. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
second.
Any discussion? Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran, Commissioner Batchelor,
Yes. Number 12.
Item 12 is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 121-22, resolving to authorize Thomas J. Eigel, the county administrator, to execute an application for financial assistance for aid to local government for infrastructure improvements for project support of the following infrastructure improvements for fiscal year 2024 in the amount outlined below, or such other amounts as may be awarded to the Ohio Public Works Commission out of Columbus, Ohio. including all understandings and assurances therein required, and authorize the certification and submission of said application for project support pursuant to and in compliance with Chapter 164 of the Ohio Revised Code. So this is for the Branch Hill Miamiville Road Water Main Replacement Project in Miami Township. The total project amount is $2,890,900, and we're going to submit a grant application for $1,416,541.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 12. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. You're on a roll, Lon.
Yes. Let's see, we're on number 13. All right. Okay. Item 13 is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 122-22, resolving to determine to make improvements relative to the construction, operation, and maintenance of the Price Road Water Main Replacement Project located in Miami Township, and designated this project number 6401-60191 in conformance with detailed plans, specifications, and estimates of costs and financing is herein ratified and confirmed, all of which shall be paid from one or more of any combination of the Waterworks Capital Improvement Fund, the American Rescue Plan Act funds, any portion of any federal or state grant or loan should such become available, and or by the issuance of notes or bonds pursuant to Section 133.08 of the Ohio Revised Code, and payable from revenues derived from water rates and charges levied for the operation of the Waterworks system, and subsequent thereto to approve the request to advertise for bids pursuant to the plans and specs, and to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper of general circulation on Thursday, September 1st, 2022. Schedule a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on Thursday, September 22nd, 2022 at 10 a.m. with bids to be received until 2:00 p.m. local time on Thursday, September 29th, 2022, here in the Office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East Main Street, Batavia, where they will be publicly open and read aloud shortly thereafter, and the legal notice will also be posted on the county's website. So the total project cost for this is estimated at $2,109,100. The engineer's estimate for the construction work is estimated at $1,883,925, and the ARPA funds that we've requested to help finance this project are a total $1,894,200.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 13. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you, Lyle.
Well, before you get away from us, I just wanted to ask a question. It came to my attention the other night in a meeting that it may well be that the village of Moscow is on the ballot for dissolving the actual village. And one of the questions about that disillusionment will be what happens to their water facilities. And I just wanted to ask you if you were aware, if you had had any conversations with them, if that's something that's on your radar, you've looked at.
Yeah, we're aware of it. I had a conversation with the village administrator. He contacted me just to get some clarification on some things. They do have their own wastewater treatment plant and their own wastewater collection system. It's my understanding, based on a Ohio Revised Code, if a village dissolves, that infrastructure, if it's village infrastructure, would convey to the county. So it would become our responsibility for future operation and maintenance, and their residents that are connected to the sewer system would become our customers.
And as far as water service down there, they're using,
I believe they're Tate Monroe.
I think they are too.
Yeah.
The village does not have their own water systems.
In that conveyance system, is that conveyed at no cost? Is that conveyed at a cost that is conducive of settling the debts of the village?
I am not 100% certain.
I wasn't either.
I don't believe we have to purchase, but I can find out.
I just wonder because when they dissolve and then you have assets and obviously you have liabilities, if the liabilities exceed the assets and one of the things that's being transferred is a facility, and I understand they ran that facility for many, many years at no cost to their residents. Is that correct?
Correct. They did. And then they recently began billing their residents for the sewer service. And that's one of the questions that the administrator had for me was, would we charge them for sewer service? And I said, absolutely, we would. I'm not sure of the rates. We may charge them like we do all of our other customers on the same rate, or it may be a different rate based on the small number of residents there and the actual cost to run that system.
Okay. You know, and the reason I brought it up is that's one of those things that left undiscussed, you know, when it actually comes to fruition becomes a point of contention, you know, right from the start. So, you know, I'm glad you know about it and you've talked to their administrator and that, you know, at least you're thinking along those lines.
Sure. And then we, of course, we started the sewer study for that portion of the county, and that is a part of the future of that wastewater treatment plant collection system and the possibility of it being incorporated into the counties.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Lyle.
Thank you, Lyle.
Number 14, Kelly Perry.
Morning.
Morning.
Item 14 is a recommendation from myself with the concurrence of Mike McNamara for the execution of a contract for professional services by and between Clermont County and Wolpert Incorporated out of Columbus, Ohio, relative to the county hydrology delineation project for the county to provide updated hydrology layers for the GIS at a cost not to exceed $32,446.03 pursuant to the terms and conditions set forth therein and contingent, upon the release of purchase order in concert with requisition number 00002647-00 dated March 31st, 2022.
Thank you. We've had the reading of item number 14. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
Second,
Any discussion?
Kelly, just for discussion, could you just tell real quick what a hydrology delineation
I sure
countywide project is?
I sure can. It's basic. The short answer is it's the streams layer in our GIS. So when we have all these maps that we create or web maps, and you can see where the river flows, that's from the hydrology delineation. Now, it's not just for the beauty of maps. The sewer district, OEQ, there's a lot of departments that use that layer when they're doing their day-to-day work. So, and it's also important to note that it really hasn't been updated since 1994 when our GIS was first created.
Oh,
We all know streams
change
change
direction.
course, so we're really overdue for this. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Roll call, Holly?
Commissioner Corcoran. Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Gregg.
Good morning, Board. Told you I'd be back up to see you. Today, we're going to talk about our contract with Gila Incorporated, which is MSP, which is our credit card processor. It's used by the courts. It's used by the treasurer. It's used by recorder, animal shelter. So we had an initial 3-year contract, which is now up. So it's time for us to ask the board if they would like to renew that. So I have a recommendation here to authorize Bonnie J. Batchelor, President of the Board, to execute a letter of intent to renew the contract with Gila LLC, doing business as Municipal Services Bureau, MSB, for the provision of processing of Clermont County credit cards for the period of 9/28/22 to 9/27/23. Your motion says the 28th, but that would be a year and a day, so we're modifying it to the 27th. In compliance with Section 2 of that same contract, heretofore ratified by the board on 10/23/2019, which represents a 1-year renewal option.
Thank you, Greg. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 15. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I
I'll
have a,
second is modified to that date of 27.
thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thanks, Greg.
Greg, before you go, there has been some talk about in other counties about a countywide bill payment kiosk. Have you heard that term used or done any research on that?
I have not.
I had just ran across it the other night. It seems that there are some other areas where electronic payment is coming into being to where a county can be associated and they can go to that kiosk and then they can pay whatever bill that they want to pay. You know,
I'll
so
look into it.
it's something that's, you know, starting to change the industry and,
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of interesting.
I'll take a look at it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Emily.
I have a recommendation of Mary Raines, the Director of Office Management and Budget. This is to resolve to approve and authorize changes in the annual appropriation resolution number 187-21 for calendar year 2022. So these are two supplemental appropriations, one for indigent guardianship for $5,000 and another for juvenile family dependency treatment for $5,000.
Thank you. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 16. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Corcoran. Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you. Any additions to the agenda, Tom? Okay, moving on. We want to just go on to G then. And G is executive session pursuant to section 12122G1 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the employment or compensation of a public employee or more public employees. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran. Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, we will return after executive session. We have returned from executive session. No decisions were made. And we have a public hearing at 11 o'clock. At this time, I would suggest a motion to take a recess until 11.
Prior to that, Madam President, if you would just a minute, I just wanted to make sure that our executive session included the consideration of employment and compensation of a public employee.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll make the motion to end recess.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thanks, Dave. Thank you. We have returned from our recess, and it's 11 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock, we have a public hearing. Mr. Eigel, you want to read the?
Sure. Today is August 24th, 2022, 11 o'clock a.m. So today is the date, time, and location established for the public hearing on the proposed issuance of hospital facilities revenue bonds of the County of Allen, Ohio, pursuant to Chapter 140 of the Ohio Revised Code, and in concert with the participating public hospital agencies agreement heretofore ratified by the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, on April 23rd, 2008, for the purpose of financing improvements to hospital facilities in Clermont County, among other counties, to financing additional hospital facilities at various locations throughout Clermont County, to refinance all or a portion of a taxable loan, the proceeds of which refunded the outstanding principal amount of the $89,425,000 County of Allen, Ohio adjustable rate hospital facilities revenue bonds series 2017B, the series 2017B bonds, and 3, financing certain costs associated with the issuance of the series 2022 bonds pursuant to and in compliance with section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended.
Okay.
Proceed.
And number 1 says a reminder for those to sign in, but I don't see anyone in the audience. And today we have Michael Dean, attorney with Dinsmore and Scholl LLP, is present and will provide a brief overview and summary on the aforestated hospital facility revenue bonds series 2022 by Allen County.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners, and for Holly for your help in setting all of this up. As you've explained pretty well, and I apologize that you had to read all of that, but yes, my name is Michael Dean. I'm from Dinsmore and Scholl down in Cincinnati. We're working with Mercy Health, formerly known as Bon Secours Mercy Health now, to do a bond issue, a tax-exempt bond issue through Allen County, Ohio. The total size of the bond issue should be about $300 million. That will depend on this refunding component, which was why we had to reschedule this from last week. That was added in. So, yeah, in Clermont County, they're going to spend a maximum of $15 million improving facilities, mostly the hospital, but other facilities throughout the county. And no more than, I think, $5 million at each location listed in the resolution. So yes, we're here today to hold a public hearing required by the federal TEFRA laws, which is a requirement when we issue tax-exempt bonds through a governmental entity, the proceeds of which would be used by a private entity, in this case, a 501c3 Mercy Health. So that's what we're here to do, have the public hearing. As we mentioned, I don't know if anyone's here to actually speak on it, but that's pretty typical. And then after that public hearing closes, we would ask that the commissioners consider the resolution in front of you to approve the use of proceeds here in Clermont County.
I don't see anyone. So I don't think we have any other comments then. Holly, have we received any correspondence or anything relative to this?
We have not.
Okay. Any closing remarks from anyone? So then, Tom, we have to take a motion on this?
You'd have to add it to the agenda if you want to consider it.
Okay. Do I have a motion to add it to the agenda?
We need to close the public hearing.
We close it first? Thank you.
You need a motion, Holly, to close the public hearing?
No, we don't need a motion.
I didn't think
We can
so.
close it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have to have a motion to,
To add on the resolution to consider the.
do I have a motion to do
Holly's
that?
got that, right, Holly?
Ollie's got it.
You're welcome.
This would be an add-on to approve the issuance of hospital facilities revenue bonds.
Thank you.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Thank you.
This would be the recommendation to adopt resolution number 123-22, resolving to authorize the issuance of hospital facilities revenue bonds of the County of Allen, Ohio, Series 2022 bonds, pursuant to the participating public hospital agencies agreement previously authorized by resolution number 058-08, ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on April 23, 2008, by and among the County of Allen, Ohio, County of Auglaize, Ohio, County of Butler, Ohio, County of Champaign, Ohio, County of Clark, County of Clermont, County of Crawford, County of Hamilton, County of Lorraine, County of Lucas, County of Mahoning, County of Montgomery, County of Ottawa, County of Putnam, County of Seneca, County of Summit, County of Trumbull, County of Warren, Ohio, County of Wood, and Bon Secours Mercy Health Incorporated, successor by merger to Mercy Health, with a maximum principal amount not to exceed $300 million, to 1, finance, refinance, or reimburse the cost of the acquisition, construction, and equipping of equipment, real property, and improvements to hospital facilities at some or all of the following locations in the county: 4440 Glen Estee Withamsville Road, Batavia, known as Mercy Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine; 2055 Hospital Drive in Batavia, known as Mercy Health East Pulmonary Sleep and Critical Care, Clermont; 720 West Plain Bethel, known as Mercy Health Bethel Outpatient Rehabilitation and Therapy; 300 Hospital Drive, Batavia, known as Mercy Health Clermont Hospital, LLC; 3020 Hospital Drive in Batavia, known as Mercy Health Clermont Medical Arts Building; and 201 Old Bank Road in Milford, known as Mercy Health Center, Milford. The initial legal owner or principal user of each project being Mercy Health Clermont Hospital, LLC, Mercy Health Cincinnati, LLC, or Mercy Health Physicians Cincinnati, LLC, each an Ohio limited liability company or the corporation or related party thereof. 2, to refinance all or a portion of a taxable loan, the proceeds of which refunded the outstanding principal amount of $89,425,000, County of Allen, Ohio, adjustable rate hospital facilities revenue bond series 2017B, and 3, pay cost of issuance of the series 2022 bonds pursuant to section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended, and further to authorize other documents in connection with the issuance of such bonds in compliance with the terms and conditions as set forth in the resolution, and said participating public health agencies agreement accordingly.
You can breathe now, Holly.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Holly, could you go through and read that again?
Negative.
Call the roll before you make your.
Yes,
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
yes. Thank you, Holly, and thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Good to see you, Michael.
Don't ride an errand, I say hi.
I'll do it.
All right, thank you.
Moving back to item H is county staff elected official discussion. Anything? Tom, what's that look about?
Yep.
We got one person. And
Yeah.
I know, I thought maybe he had something to say.
I want to say, but I can't.
No.
Yeah.
We'll move on to item I. Member comments?
Operation Greenlight. As you may be aware, there is a National Association of Counties movement for the week of Veterans Week coming up in November, and that mission is called Operation Greenlight. And so it is a effort to have all businesses, residents, and counties buildings light their exterior lights up in green for the week of Veterans Week. The parade for Veterans Day will be on the 6th. Veterans Week will start on the 7th through the 13th. So that is the week that's being sought after. There are plans in order to get out with some press releases prior to that. And obviously the Veterans Administration here in Clermont County is on board, and they will be helping with that effort. In addition, we're awaiting notification from NACO about a special availability that Amazon is going to be working with for people to actually be able to obtain the green bulbs that you'll need to replace yours at your house. So that's I just want to mention that, make sure everybody starts getting it on their radar. And it is not just for recognition of veterans. It is also for raising awareness to those who have served, that to be able to get access to the benefits that they worked so hard as they protected this country. So there are many, many people who have served this country that either don't know that benefits are available or haven't been able to actually connect to the benefits that they're so dearly owed. So that's what the focus of that is. So
Being a wife of a veteran, I'm glad to see that, for so many years, they didn't get the recognition
Mm-hmm.
that they deserve. So I think that's great.
Okay.
Commissioner Corcoran?
No other comments?
If I could, I hope it's appropriate. I would just like to, I just found out this morning that we lost a dear friend to someone in Clermont County, Mr. Tom Dix. He was a trustee, former trustee. I think if you lived in Clermont County, you had to know Tom Dix. So condolences to his family. He will be missed.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else? I would take a motion to adjourn then.
So move.
I'll second.
Roll call, Holly.
Commissioner Painter,
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you, and we'll see you next Wednesday.